Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4.
Record-breaking snows for parts of the Bluegrass State earlier this morning, and newsflash, it is snowing again as we track the potential for record cold straight ahead.
This early blast of winter leads to crashes and closings across the Bluegrass. We're live in Lexington to check out road conditions this afternoon. And a big honor for a UK big man as the #1 Wildcats prepare to hit the road to take on their first ranked opponent of the season. Welcome to WKYT News at 4. I'm Jennifer Palumbo. Winter doesn't officially arrive for more than a month, but it sure looks and feels like it right now. An early blast of winter brought snow across the area today, anywhere from 1 inch to 5 inches. Let's take a look outside at Triangle Park in downtown Lexington, where it is snowing again. WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is tracking it on this first alert severe weather day. Chris?
Yeah, we're seeing more in the way of those snowflakes coming back into central Kentucky. And Jennifer, this is just in time for the evening rush hour, and at this point, with temperatures that are way down into the 20s, just a little bit of snow could cause some big problems out there, as things are much colder now than what we had to start out the day. You see the flakes flying over top of Hamburg Pavilion. That temperature, not 33 degrees, it's actually 23 as of right now. Those winds are very gusty out there with some light snows that continue to fly by. Temperatures in the Bluegrass region continue to drop as those snow showers increase yet again. We talked about this even several days ago, that behind the accumulating snows of this morning, most times in a setup like this, you will get additional rounds of snow showers and squalls. Right on top of New Circle Road, so if you're traveling across the Lexington Metro, slow down, take it easy. Visibilities are going to come down as we go through the next several hours, and as that makes its way into southeastern Kentucky, that will really begin to blow up even more so coming up on Defender. What we're seeing in terms of the overall winter weather impact will be for snow. It's a moderate impact for that commute, but Jennifer, as we go into later tonight, it's the cold that really settles in. We're talking about wind chills below 0 when I come back.
We'll see you in 15 minutes. Thank you, Chris. And this first significant snowfall of the season gave thousands of Kentucky students a day off from school and made travel tricky in some places. While school districts around Lexington canceled classes, Fayette County Public Schools had a 2-hour delay. Lexington officials say crews worked 12-hour shifts to clear the roads. WKYT's Jordan Valines has been tracking road conditions all day. She continues our top story team weather coverage live along Man o' War in Hamburg.
Jennifer, that's right. As Chris mentioned, it did start snowing just a few minutes ago, and road crews are now out and about treating the roadways before the temperature drops even more. Now, the record low temperatures are expected to set in late tonight and tomorrow morning, which could cause any remaining precipitation on the roadways to freeze over. According to the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, the temperature of the pavement on I-75 South at I-64 is around 40 degrees, which is above the freezing point and helps to prevent ice from sticking to the roadway. But as the temperature outside continues to plummet throughout the night tonight, the temperature of the pavement will drop right along with it. The lower the pavement temperature is, the more likely it is for precipitation to stick to the roadways, and that's when black ice starts becoming a big problem for drivers. Now, right now, road crew officials say their biggest concern is black ice and waterline breaks. Live in Lexington, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
The day shift for Lexington road crews will work until 8 tonight, which is when the night shift will then take over and continue to treat the roads. It was a rough morning on the roads for some drivers in Scott County, which averaged 4 inches of snow. Police dealt with a number of crashes, including this one involving an ambulance. The emergency vehicle flipped several times on Interstate 75 near exit 129. The crew went to the hospital as a precaution. WKYT's Mark Barber is in Scott County and will show us how the roads are now on WKYT News at 5. Remember, you can track severe weather wherever you are. On WKYT.com, you can take control of an interactive First Alert Defender and zoom into your neighborhood. You can also download the WKYT First Alert Defender Radar app for your iPad or smartphone. Just search WKYT in the App Store. And if you have photos, share them with us on Facebook and Twitter. Just use the hashtag WKYTRulesWinter. This snowstorm is breaking records across the country. This is what it looks like in Denver, Colorado today. Chris Bailey says more than half of the United States has snow on the ground, and it's the largest snow cover ever in the U.S. for November 17th. We're tracking a breaking news alert right now in Lexington. Fire crews are at Bryan Station High School, where flames have heavily damaged a concession stand and press box. The fire broke out about a half an hour ago. We're told it's in the building at the softball field, and some of the team's equipment was inside that building. It was fully involved in flames when firefighters got there. The fire has since been knocked down. We have a crew at Bryan Station High School, and we'll bring you more information as we get it. A stabbing today at Hazard Community and Technical College sent a teenager to the hospital and also injured another teen and a faculty member. Hazard police say just before 12:30 this afternoon, a 17-year-old pulled out a box cutter during a fight and cut an 18-year-old. The police chief says a faculty member trying to break up the fight was also cut. The 17-year-old suspect was taken into custody after being treated at the hospital for his injuries. We'll have an update on WKYT News at 5. Top-ranked Kentucky is getting ready for a big game tomorrow night against 5th-ranked Kansas in Indianapolis. The Cats are 2-0 after yesterday's 71-52 win over Buffalo. Trey Lyles was the only Wildcat to score in double figures both games. His performances earned him SEC Freshman of the Week honors. Coach John Calipari talks about how he's getting his Cats ready for the Jayhawks on WKYT News at 5. And a happy homecoming in Rupp Arena during yesterday's game. Air Force Senior Master Sergeant James Allegrezza surprised his wife and 2 children. The airman graduated from Woodford County High School in Versailles in 1994 and enlisted the next year as a medical services apprentice. It was a great moment in Rupp yesterday. Welcome home. Our reporters are working on a number of other stories for WKYT starting at 4:30. Sam Dick joins us from the newsroom with a look at some of the news in progress. Good afternoon, Sam.
Good afternoon, Jennifer. With snow canceling school, about a dozen Kentucky districts have permission to hold class online. In our area, Boyle and Jessamine County schools plan to take part. Students in Jessamine County are not, though, in the virtual classroom today. The district says the online learning program does not go into effect until December 1st. Boyle County tells us they will not begin holding online classes until they've reached 7 snow days. You'll hear Boyle County school officials explain the program coming up on WKYT News at 6 o'clock. A hunter has been rescued after falling from a cliff in Rockcastle County near the Laurel County line. The sheriff's office says emergency crews worked for several hours this morning to get to him. The young man was deer hunting with his father when he fell off the cliff. He was taken to the hospital to be treated for a broken leg and other injuries from the fall. We talked to a sheriff about why it was such a challenge to reach the young man, and that's coming up on WKYT News at 6 o'clock. A woman from Kentucky is making headlines today after having a once-in-a-lifetime chance literally snatched away from her. Krista Barrett, who is from Versailles, now lives in New Orleans. She was cheering on the Cincinnati Bengals against the Saints when Jermaine Gresham scored a touchdown. He ran over, see it right there, to the stands and tried to toss her the ball, but a Saints fan snatched it away instead. Barrett said she's not mad at the fan. She later found out he's had those seats for decades and never caught a ball. You'll hear from Barrett on WKYT News at 4:30. And that's a look at some of the news in progress. Jennifer, back to you.
Thank you, Sam. Now to stories making headlines across the nation at 4. Doctors say they did everything they could to try to save a doctor who contracted Ebola in West Africa, but it wasn't enough to keep him alive. Marley Hall has the story from Nebraska Medical Center.
Dr. Martin Salya died at Nebraska Medical Center 36 hours after he arrived there Saturday in extremely critical condition.
We really gave it everything we could. All modern medical therapies were provided, and we wish there could have been a different outcome.
Doctors put him on dialysis and a ventilator. They gave him the promising Ebola drug ZMapp and a blood transfusion from an unidentified Ebola survivor. But they say it was just too late to save him.
But I don't think immediately as we look back that there's any key issue that we could say we should have done differently.
Salya was a legal U.S. resident whose wife and sons live in Maryland. He was working as a surgeon in his native Sierra Leone, an Ebola hotbed in West Africa.
Even though he did not work in a specific Ebola hospital, he worked in an area where there was a lot of Ebola disease.
In a video posted by the United Methodist Church hospital he worked for, Salya explained why he returned to Sierra Leone.
I took this job not because I want to, but I firmly believe that it was a calling and that God wanted me to.
Salya's wife says she and her family are grateful for the care her husband received in his final hours. She said when they spoke on Friday, Salia told her he loved her and they prayed together. Marley Hall, CBS News.
Because the doctor's body is highly contagious, hospital officials say it's too dangerous to perform an autopsy. They say his blood samples will be analyzed and his remains cremated. President Barack Obama is calling the beheading of an American aid worker in Syria pure evil. The Islamic State group beheaded U.S. aid worker Peter Kassig and then released a gruesome video showing a masked man standing over his severed head. Kassig was captured by the militant group in Syria last year. He's the 5th Western victim beheaded by ISIS. If you plan to buy a Thanksgiving turkey, you may pay a little more this year. We'll tell you why coming up in WKYT Money Watch.
Follow WKYT online at WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
A mixed start to the week on Wall Street. The Dow picked up 13 points to close at 17,648. The Nasdaq lost 18 and the S&P a point. A new restaurant is opening its first location in the Bluegrass today. Nuke's Eatery, which serves sandwiches, pizzas, and soups, perfect for this snowy weather we're having, opens at 2369 Richmond Road later today in front of the Southland Christian Church location. Another restaurant will open November 24th at Fayette Mall. Sales of previously owned cars may be helping fuel the economy. The financial firm Convergex says car companies have sold more than 1.9 million certified pre-owned vehicles this year. That's up 10% from last year and on track for a record. But those vehicles are not counted in measures of economic growth. Here's important information if you're in the market for a new car. Kelley Blue Book has revealed the winner of its new Best Buy Awards on CBS this morning. The best small car of 2015 is the Honda Civic. The best luxury car, the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. And the overall winner, the Ford F-150. Next week is Thanksgiving, and that turkey dinner could cost you more this year. Turkey production is at its lowest level in nearly 3 decades, and wholesale turkey prices are at an all-time high. Customers could wind up paying more if supermarkets pass those higher costs on to shoppers.
Guys, we are here at Keeneland, and we always love getting sneak peeks, and you're getting one right now. Look at this beautiful artwork, all a part of the sporting art auction that is happening here on Wednesday, but you get to see it today. Walt Robertson is with us. He's VP of Sales and also the auctioneer. You're that guy that talks really fast.
Yes, I am.
My mom says I talk fast too, but I don't think I could do what you do.
Maybe not.
Tell us about the sporting art auction that's happening this week.
Well, this is our second annual. We had a good sporting art auction last year, and Keeneland basically is using it to fund some of our charitable endeavors, and we're joint venturing this with Crossgate Gallery, and it really worked last year, and we're looking forward to a big year this year.
Well, this is a great event because folks can come. They can even come tomorrow and get their own sneak peek, or all day Wednesday before the auction takes place.
They can spend all day tomorrow, all day Wednesday, and this stuff's been hung for, the pictures have been hung for 2 months.
Well, it looks beautiful here in the hallways of the sales pavilion. We have Greg Ladd, who's with Crossgate Gallery. And how do you pick out art like this?
I tell you, it's a tough process. Spend a lot of time and a lot of travel, you know, but
it's beautiful, beautiful artwork. Let's talk about this piece here specifically.
This is a painting by Andre Potter, who is a Polish-American painter, lives here now, and is probably the hottest young sporting painter in the world today. And he's sold very well last year, and then we represent him in Kentucky.
And these are all pieces of art that will be up for auction for this event on Wednesday.
Exactly, exactly. 175 lots, and you know, European painters, American painters, deceased, living, broad range, you know, sculpture as well. So it's going to be a good auction, we think, if Walt can get them sold.
Well, I hear he is a pro at that, and you could be a pro at being a buyer. Come be a part of the Keeneland Sporting Art Auction that is happening here at Keeneland on Wednesday. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at Keeneland. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Deanne. A warning if you plan to sell your old smartphone online. Coming up in WKYT Better Living, why the new owner may still be able to get your deleted information. Plus, a new study looks at whether there's a link between asthma attacks and heart attacks. It's time for Better Living, health, education, and consumer news that impacts your life. Many people try to stay off Facebook while they're at work, but there's word now that Facebook is secretly developing a new website specifically for the office called Facebook at Work. According to the Financial Times, it would compete with Microsoft Office and LinkedIn and let workers connect with colleagues and professional contacts. Before you toss out your old smartphone, a cybersecurity firm has a warning for you. Just because you've deleted the information, the data may not be gone forever. Chris Van Cleve has more on what the company found when they bought dozens of old phones online.
Increasingly, holding your smartphone is a bit like holding your life in your hands. A leading phone recycler says 130 million devices are discarded in the U.S. every year and may still be loaded with personal information.
If you delete things on your phone, they aren't necessarily gone forever.
Christian Hicks and Jason Eady from Elysium Digital bought dozens of old phones online and found many had not been properly wiped.
We recovered photos, contact information, calendar entries, emails, text messages, financial information, passwords.
With a special computer, they can pull up data, even information that was deleted off a discarded phone.
As you can see, this column right here shows you that these things have all been actually deleted from this phone. So as far as this person was concerned, all this information is deleted. So right now you have his home phone number. And for somebody who's interested in identity theft, you get a lot of information just off a simple call log.
Common misconception, just because the screen is broken and you can't use the phone anymore doesn't mean somebody can't get all of your information off of it.
Newer versions of the iPhone and the latest Android devices will thoroughly delete information, but Hicks says older models may not, which is why he'll never throw away a smartphone.
You don't recycle your phones?
I personally keep them in a safe place. I keep my old phones in a safe place, yeah.
Unlike these he bought online, full of data for anyone to find. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, New York.
The experts recommend following all the manufacturer's directions to completely erase data from your phone. Recent asthma attacks or asthma that requires daily medication can significantly raise the risk of heart attack. One study involving more than 6,500 patients, mostly seniors, found those with active asthma were 60% more likely to have a heart attack or stroke. Remarriage is on the rise. Pew Research Center finds 4 in 10 new marriages have at least one partner who's been hitched before. And it's not women more likely to remarry, it's men. For more health, education, and consumer news, go to WKYT.com and click on Better Living. The news is just getting started. Here's what's coming up on WKYT News at 4:30.